What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Civilization installment. This is the fifth video of the series as I'm talking to the man, George, and then Gandhi. He is not the man. But yeah, so this is the fifth installment of my Civilization series. And I am starting to pick up the turns a little bit. This video I get more turns than last, and I'm going to start a when I'd say about I'd say when I get to turn 100 to 125 maybe, I'm gonna have you guys, if you want to vote for who you want me to attack first, because I'm hoping by turn 100 to 125, somewhere in there, I can get a decently sized army with like some catapults and things like that, and we may just limit it to city states. The people that I'm going to attack first, because they're easier. Like a civilization would be kind of tough to, um, you know, like a Bismarck or someone would be really hard. I feel like to just randomly take over on turn 125 because I don't have the means to do it. But I'm going to ask you guys around that turn limit, or that around 100 to 125 turns, which civilization and I'd say which city state you want me to try to take over first. And then in the next oncoming videos, I will pretty much be doing that, and I'll be showing you guys how how it's going. And it may go poorly, it may not. But speaking of which, Bismarck. If you guys want to be daring and make me attack Gandhi, then go for it. I don't know how that's gonna go, but he is a dangerous person. Very dangerous. But also, the reason I want to wait until I get to about 100 to 125 turns roughly, preferably 125, just so I have more and more time, is mainly because I want to. I don't think I don't think that I've unlocked what's it called? Not departing. Embarking on the seas. I haven't yet done unlock that, I don't think. Or I know I've done sailing, but I haven't done that, and I haven't unlocked the thing after that, which is the thing that allows you, like the technology which allows you to go in the deeper water. So whenever I'm panning here on the land, like on the screen, if you see the ocean, the dark spots in the ocean that aren't covered by clouds, those are spots that are deep, and you can't go in them with your boat, unless you have that technology. So I also want to wait for that. And then the third thing I want to wait for is I want to try to wait until I've met every single civilization, which isn't really that hard. I mean, honestly, when I was George Washington, I met um, I met everyone a lot slower than this, but it was probably by turn 125 pretty easily. Just because a lot of the computers in the game they'll just, roam around. And I was not roaming that much when I was George Washington. So it's not hard to find them. And I've already found, I think there's only three more guys or girls that I have to find. And I'm in the middle of Europe too, so that really helps. But I'd like to meet all of them first, and then you guys can choose. Then I'll let you guys, or I'll say, vote for or choose who you want me to attack first or try to take over first. And same goes. It's the same with the city state. I don't think I'm going to make it where I have to meet all city states, because there's 24, I believe. So that would be kind of obnoxious. So that's never what you want to run into with your scouts. 2 troops of barbarians. Never want to do that. So now I have 3 cities though, guys. As you guys can see, I did that last video. The 3rd city of Janae. Sounds like Forrest Gump, honestly. I think I've got a decently sized civilization. I have a lot of growth, which is good. My capital really thrives. The problem that I've ran into, I think, is the production and military power. I do not have a lot of military power, which I better start doing if I'm going to take over a civilization in roughly 30 turns or so, or 40 or 50 turns. Not take over, but try to start attacking. Who knows? It's gonna be like we can actually name the war too if you guys want. So like we can see how many years it takes, and we can just think of an interesting. I can think of an interesting name to give it. It'd be kind of funny. And honestly, it'll probably be a long time in years, because the years really do start going up in big intervals. Once like when you're in the BC age, like I am, but I would almost bet that at 125 I'd be in the AD age, but we'll see when that happens. But yeah, I see. This is like I was saying, my civilization I think is thriving pretty well right now. But another thing that I think what I really need to focus on, or what I'm really going to need to do, is I'm going to have to attack all these city-states and civilizations, because I'm not really getting any luxury resources in a sense. Like like I have cotton and dyes, I think, with and I have a ton of ivory. But you see all those farmlands right there? I don't have, I'm in the middle of the plains, and I don't really have anything that's big. I don't have any iron. You know, and so I'm really gonna have to start settling some cities in the future first of all, near bodies of water, so I can start to sail and stuff, which I'm really excited about, but there's just no point right now. And secondly, to a lot of resources that are gonna help me, like this desert right here. I mean, my bet is that desert's gonna have a lot of oil resources. So that's what I'm thinking positive about. Is I'm thinking that maybe, since I don't have a lot of these now, that when I actually get the technology that unlocks, the technology that makes steel, or not steel, like uranium and oil and things like that show up on your map. I'm hoping that happens to me, because my resources are just not the best. Oh gosh, scouts. Wow. And there goes the scouts. That's frustrating. See, one of my cities just demanded spices. I mean, yeah, I can trade for spices and things like that, but it's totally different. I mean, I don't have anything near me except for these. I have a ton of elephants. Got that dye or cotton or whatever. I got a ton of cotton. So, it's whatever though. But in other news, got the great library. Get a free technology. See, I love building great wonders. Even though I'm not Montezuma and I don't get a crap load of culture per turn, building the library and other wonders is awesome. Sick. Okay. Well, let's see. I love getting free technologies. They're so awesome. And like I said, you start to get to the point now where it's like, oh my goodness, what technology do I pick? And the thing is, I mean, you're gonna have to get that technology eventually, the one you don't pick, because you're not gonna be able to advance for the most part if you want to build the Apollo program, which is what happened to me because we're playing a huge game. So if my civilization doesn't get destroyed from just all-out war, like what's probably gonna happen, I'm probably gonna get the Apollo program. So if you don't choose it, then you'll have to choose it later on down the road, probably anyways, for a cheaper amount of turns. But you really have to pick what is beneficial to your civilization, like what is going to help, or you have to look where you're at first of all, and then you have to just see what kind of civilization you want to build. And then you got to pick whatever that is that caters to that need. So, but as I was saying before, the Great Library of Alexandria, or whatever you want to call it, was built. In a new era too. It's pretty awesome. But before the Great Library was built, I was talking about things besides this game. I started watching the show Arrow, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. Guys or gals, I mean. It is a amazing show. So, just from this side note, if you guys like, well, it's a little synopsis of it. It's a adaptation of the DC comic character, the Green Arrow, which is the least popular comic character from DC, which makes it even more remarkable because the show is so addicting and so full of action and suspense that it's just awesome. So I would highly recommend it. The first season's on Netflix, guys. And if you like, action-packed thriller suspense shows, they're also kind of funny. This is your show. You guys should go try it out, though. I mean, you guys should go watch it. But that was on a side note, though. But yeah, it's really, really good. So, well, 3 advisors tell me to build Scout. See, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, 3 advisors are telling me to build this, but it's a freaking Scout. See, that's the thing. When I play with my friend on here, he builds a ton of Scouts. And, it's not bad to do that because you see a lot of the stuff, you see all the civilizations. But, I mean, honestly, I have no need to do that right now anyways. This is such an early stage of the game that I'm not worried about someone winning right now. And when 3 advisors tell me to pick something, though, I definitely, think about it for a second. But it doesn't make any sense to get a Scout right now, in my opinion. I mean, I've already seen a ton of the land. Right now I'm focusing just on my civilization. So, I can always check them in the screen or whatever. But the advisors panel is, I feel like sometimes a little weird, but for the most part, I think they give good advice and stuff like that. But I'm almost positive you can turn that off. But I just thought we'd do a normal game, anyways. So, it is what it is. Let's see got some cattle there, or some horse. But anyways, everyone, I am out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe to Urban Owl Gaming. And I hope to see everyone on the next installment of my Civilization series. And hopefully we are on the brink of war in a good way. All right, guys. Later.